Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about sunscreen and how I found my holy grail sunscreen to wear every day and under makeup. So you should be wearing sunscreen every day, no matter what season it is. It's not just for the summer, it's for the winter, fall, spring. Whether it's raining, snowing, it's a cloudy day, you should be wearing sunscreen. Here's why. Too much bare exposure to the sun can increase your risk of skin cancer, and it can cause early skin aging. Wearing sunscreen every day can also prevent discoloration and sunspots from sun damage. It'll help you continue to look healthier. There's two types of ultraviolet rays that reach the Earth's surface. So there's UVB rays and UVA rays. So UVB rays cause burning and UVA rays cause aging. That's just like how I remember it. So the UVB rays play a major role in skin cancer and skin burning and all that. So UVB rays play a major role in causing skin cancer, and UVA rays kind of help the formation of skin cancer. UVA rays penetrate deeper into the skin, so they play a major role in premature aging of the skin, including wrinkle formation, which is called photoaging. There are 500 times more UVA rays than UVB rays. So even on cloudy days, you'll think, okay, like I don't need to wear sunscreen today since there's no sun. That's not true. UVA rays and UVB rays still penetrate through the clouds on a cloudy day. Even when it's snowing outside, UVB rays use the snow to reflect, and it intensifies the UVB rays and their effects on the skin. Even when you're driving and you think, you're not in the direct sunlight and you're still shielded behind the glass from your car. According to American Cancer Society, the glass typically used in cars and homes and office windows, it's designed to block most UVB rays, but it doesn't protect from all UVA rays. So even if you're inside, your skin can still be damaged from the UVA rays, which you don't want. So your sunscreen should be a minimum of SPF 15 to 30, depending on what you're doing throughout the day. So if you're mostly indoors, like during quarantine, we're basically inside, just working from home, barely going outside. So you should usually just wear like an SPF 15 in those cases. But let's just say you go out for like a walk, even for like an hour or two, I'd suggest that you stick with SPF 30 in those cases. And if you're spending all day outside, then probably at least SPF 30 for sure, but I'd recommend maybe like SPF 50. So now with sunscreens, there's also two types of sunscreens. Well, actually three types. One type is mineral or physical sunscreens, which have a more natural ingredient that reflects the UV rays. Those ingredients are usually titanium dioxide and zinc oxide being slightly more beneficial. So what those do is you can wear them on top of all your skincare right before makeup, because that doesn't need to exactly penetrate into your skin. It just sits on your skin and reflects all the UV rays. Whereas chemical sunscreens have other ingredients, and those aren't exactly FDA approved ingredients. The FDA is still trying to do more. There's still more research going on about whether or not those ingredients are safe for us to put on our skin, because there's some controversy about how it penetrates through your skin and disrupts your hormones and goes through your bloodstream. And eventually, like any products we wear on our faces, like do go into our bloodstream. They just don't really like have any negative effects on us, but apparently the chemical sunscreens, like the ingredients that they use, could possibly be disrupting something inside our bodies. If you want to do more research into that, you can definitely do that, but right now the FDA is saying that all those ingredients are basically safe to put on your face or around your body as long as you're wearing sunscreen. I don't think it really matters which type you use. It's a personal preference. I feel like if you have more sensitive skin, or you have eczema or any like sensitive skin problem, you should probably use a mineral or physical sunscreen. So yeah, if you have sensitive skin, I just stick with the mineral sunscreens, and if not, then you can definitely use chemical sunscreens. There's also hybrid sunscreens that have mineral and chemical ingredients in them, so you can definitely use those as well. Chemical sunscreens don't reflect the UV rays, instead they absorb the ultraviolet energy, but both of them are very effective. If you have any irritation in your eyes when you put sunscreen on or things like that, then I feel like a mineral sunscreen would also help that. Whereas a chemical sunscreen might cause allergic reactions or make your eyes feel irritated. Another thing about chemical sunscreens is they probably usually wear well under makeup because they just kind of dissolved into the skin. They're kind of lighter as well, whereas mineral sunscreens are a little more, I'd say, heavier, and sometimes they can feel like you have a white cast on your face, which no one wants. Also, sometimes it pills under your makeup. So that's what I'm gonna share today. I have sunscreens that wear really well under makeup, and I have one chemical sunscreen that I really like too. None of these leave a white cast. They all wear pretty well under makeup. I'll go over that in a bit. So another thing to look for on your sunscreen is the PA rating. So PA is short for protection grade of UVA, and SPF is sun protection factor. So the PA is for the UVA rays and the SPF rating is for the UVB rays. So the PA rating, the lowest one you can get is a PA plus rating, which is some UVA protection, and then the highest is a PA plus, which is for extremely high UVA protection. Some sunscreens don't really mention like their PA rating and will just say broad spectrum, so then you can assume that that sunscreen is covering you with the UVB and UVA rays. So let's get on to the sunscreens that I tried. So the first one I tried I actually don't have because I returned it because I just didn't like how it worked under makeup, but on its own it worked really nicely. So the first one I tried is MDSolarSciences Mineral Cream Broad Spectrum SPF 50 UVA and UVB. So it was 4 ounces for $42, and then their 1.7 ounce is I think $30. So you're getting a decent amount for it being 4 ounces for an average price. So they say it is a lightweight water-resistant sunscreen with an invisible matte finish. I did show how I apply the sunscreen on my face and how it blends in and everything for the other sunscreens that I'm going to talk about, but since I didn't have this, I didn't get to show you guys how it works under makeup or how it looks on its own. But I do remember that it wasn't exactly a matte finish, it was more of maybe like a natural finish. It felt really hydrating. It didn't feel like I was wearing a heavy sunscreen on my face. It felt really nice. But under makeup, I remember that it would start like pilling in my chin area and everywhere, and I just didn't like how it worked. And it made my under eyes crease and my makeup crease everywhere, so it was a mess. But on its own, it was really good. So this sunscreen is 2% titanium dioxide and 17% zinc oxide. So it had a really high amount of zinc oxide, which is nice. This sunscreen was not exactly tinted, it was more of like a cream color. It wasn't white, but it wasn't super like brown or tinted, but it did have iron oxides, and iron oxides in sunscreens are, I'd say, pretty important. They increase the amount of sun protection. They protect against UVA light. When combined with zinc oxide, iron oxide works with it to reduce the amount of UVA radiation transmitted to the skin. So another ingredient that this had was green tea extract. Green tea extract really helps when it's mixed in with titanium dioxide and zinc oxide to protect against UVA and UVB rays as well. On its own, tea extract protects against UVB rays. This sunscreen also had cranberry fruit extract, which can act as an antioxidant, and it's ideal for dry skin, and it's anti-inflammatory, so it soothes your skin, and it's suitable for anyone who has eczema or sensitive skin, and it just makes your skin feel super soft, which this sunscreen did. It also has pomegranate extract, so that will help act as another antioxidant. It also helps improve the appearance of wrinkles on your face, and it just soothes the skin overall. The next sunscreen I'm going to talk about is the Colorescience Sunforgettable Total Protection Face Shield, and I have it in Glow. So there's also a bronze shade that's a little darker, and it gives you like a bronzy look. This one has some glowy aspects to it, so it just makes your skin look super glowy. And then there's a normal one that doesn't have anything, it's just a tinted sunscreen. But they're all the same exact formula. There's like there's no difference between all of them, so you can get with whichever one you like best. It is also sweat and water resistant for 40 minutes. This is 1.8 fluid ounces for $39 on Dermstore. You can see how I applied it at first. It was okay when I applied it. You can see it has like a runny, liquidy texture, so that's really nice because it sits on your face really lightly. It doesn't feel heavy or anything. I tried all these sunscreens on my bare face just because I wanted to kind of show you guys how it sits on a bare skin. So I didn't use my usual moisturizer and everything beforehand. I just kind of went in with all these sunscreens. So you can see it was super lightweight, so it didn't feel that hydrating. Maybe over time it is a very hydrating sunscreen, so over time it would provide you a lot of hydration, but at first it doesn't really feel like it because it's so thin and it's not like a thick cream where, you know, I have dry combination skin, so if I put like lotion it makes me feel like I'm really hydrated, whereas this one kind of just seeps into your skin. But you can also see, since I have the Glow formula, it makes me look like the Tin Man. Like, I literally look like the Tin Man. I look so shiny, and I thought this was supposed to be like a natural glow, but I just kind of use it to wear sometimes like under my makeup because it's so glowy. So like putting makeup over it kind of like brings that glow down, but also makes my makeup look super glowy. So this is really nice if you want like glowy skin after you apply your makeup. After I applied it and waited 20 minutes, you can see there's really not that much of a difference. It looks pretty much the same. There's no white cast. The reason I really didn't like it is because when I wear makeup, it makes my makeup like crease on my forehead, and under my eyes it just looked really dry and creased a lot. When I'm not wearing sunscreen, my makeup looks absolutely perfect. Like, you can't even see the fine lines under my eyes, but as soon as I put sunscreen on, it makes it worse, and this was one of those, so I'm probably gonna return this. This sunscreen has 12% zinc oxide. It does have titanium dioxide, but not as an active ingredient. It has niacinamide, which is a really amazing ingredient to have in any of your skincare products. It can prevent aging, discoloration, it can prevent acne, it smooths the texture of your skin, it has anti-inflammatory properties, and it can prevent dryness. It also has Terra fruit pod extract and sunflower sprout extract, which are both powerful antioxidants which help protect you against infrared and blue light. It also has glycerin, which is a humectant, and it's super moisturizing for your skin, and it just traps the moisture that's drawn into the skin. So this one's really nice if you're looking for something to wear on its own. I'd definitely suggest this. Maybe not the Glow one. I know a lot of people mix the Glow and the bronze, or the Glow and the regular one, and, you know, try all these combinations which look good. The next one is also something that looks okay on its own, and it wore a little better under makeup, but it still wasn't my holy grail. So this one is the CeraVe Hydrating Sunscreen SPF 30 Face Sheer Tint. So it's for the face. It has a tint to it, which is nice. This is what it looks like. It's pretty small. It's 1.7 fluid ounces for, I think, about $16.99. Any drugstore, I think Ulta even has it. So this has 5.5% titanium dioxide and 10% zinc oxide, which is good. It wore well at first. It feels a little greasy, but it's not greasy at all on your face. It pretty much dries down to like a natural finish, not exactly matte or greasy or oily or anything. I waited after 20 minutes. I can see that my skin color kind of looked slightly bit darker, which I didn't mind. It just made me look slightly orange too, which again, I don't really mind. So this sunscreen has a lot of ceramides. Ceramides hold your skin together and prevent moisture loss. They help protect from visible damage from pollution and environmental factors and other environmental factors and stressors. And ceramides, even more than niacinamide and retinol and all that, they are one of the most beneficial anti-aging ingredients. So there are two ceramides that I don't know how to pronounce, so I'm just gonna put it somewhere here, but they actually help the skin make more ceramides. So this one has the one that starts with a P. I'm not going to pronounce it, but basically ceramides are fats that are naturally found in your skin in a high concentration. So they make up over 50% of the skin's composition. So this is definitely really beneficial for anti-aging, and it's definitely hydrating. Again, under makeup, it just doesn't wear that well, so I didn't exactly like it the best. On top of the ceramides, it also has niacinamide. It also has hyaluronic acid. It wasn't my favorite just because under makeup, this wore a little, it wasn't dry, it wasn't oily, it just creased my makeup a little and it settled into my lines again, so I didn't like it. But it's definitely really nice to wear on its own. It doesn't feel heavy or anything. It's super light. If you have a lighter skin tone than I do, then you might think you kind of look more orange than me. I know a lot of people have tried it that do have a lighter skin color than me, and it works fine. It's a lot of people's holy grail actually, so there's no harm in trying it on. It's a pretty good price for the amount, so yeah. So the next one that I tried is the EltaMD UV Elements Broad Spectrum SPF 44. So this is 2 ounces for $36.50 at Derm Store. I know you can find it on Amazon. This has zinc oxide 10% and 5.5% of titanium dioxide. For the price, I feel like you're not getting a lot of skin benefits, but it's definitely a good sunscreen. This one doesn't, I feel like it doesn't make me look as orange as the CeraVe one does, but it does have a tint to it, and it makes my skin tone look super even. But I don't think it make me look darker or more orange or anything, so I like it. But under makeup, it was okay. It has hyaluronic acid, it does have antioxidants, and it's non-comedogenic and water resistant for up to 40 minutes. It's oil free, and EltaMD is usually like their whole line for sunscreens. Basically all the sunscreens that they have are pretty much great for if you have sensitive skin. But yeah, as you can see, like it just didn't work for me under makeup as well. I feel like by the time I took this video with this sunscreen, I filmed all of that in like a day, so I just kept taking my makeup off and my skin just kept feeling like more and more dry because I kept I kept washing my face. And so I feel like by the time I tried this, it might have shown you like way worse results than when I put like moisturizer on, but it's still like I've tried this sunscreen with moisturizer and it just doesn't work as well. So the next one I tried is a chemical sunscreen, and the reason I tried a chemical sunscreen is because I was so over the fact that I was spending so much money buying like good makeup products that made my skin look flawless, and then as soon as I put sunscreen on, all of that just went away. Like it just ruined my makeup, and I was like, okay, if I'm gonna wear sunscreen and I'm gonna wear makeup, like I need to get something that goes well with my makeup. So I was like, okay, since chemical sunscreens wear better under makeup, I might as well just try that at this point, because I've tried everybody's holy grail, mineral sunscreen. So I was like, okay, I give up. So then I went to get the Black Girl sunscreen, which is not my holy grail. There's still one more, and that's a mineral sunscreen, so keep watching. Okay, but this one is still really nice. It's moisturizing. It's a sunscreen lotion for the face and body, so you can use it wherever. It's broad spectrum SPF 30, and it's infused with jojoba and avocado. It's water resistant for 80 minutes, and it's oxybenzone and octinoxate free. It's ultra sheer. There's no white residue, obviously, because this was made for people with darker skin tones, so it's definitely ideal if you have a darker skin tone. This, like, at first you can see it like looks super white, but then as you just keep rubbing it in, it just completely, like, the whole white cast just disappears and it just melts into your skin. You don't really need a moisturizer with this. I wore this out when I was like when I went to like a friend's house, I wore this out without any sunscreen, without any moisturizer, and it did a really good job of just keeping my face like super hydrated, and I wore makeup on top of it and it looked amazing. It didn't crease my makeup as much. So on their website it says that being oxybenzone and oxybenzone and octinoxate free, you won't have to worry about toxins disrupting your hormones, and your sunscreen being environmentally friendly. Avocado moisturizes, reduces signs of aging, and treats sunburns. It contains vitamin E, antioxidants. It also has jojoba, which soothes and moisturizes the skin. It hydrates your skin. It has cocoa, it has carrot juice, it has sunflower oil, so it has a lot that really makes it a really good choice. Even if you go and choose a chemical sunscreen, I definitely recommend this one. Also, you can see like it has like a little bit of like a tacky feeling, but for makeup I feel like that's perfect because it just keeps your makeup like, it just holds your makeup like it's a gripping primer. So I really liked it. It made my makeup last all day. It did crease my under eyes a little bit in this video because I feel like by this point I just washed my face so many times and it was so dry. Finally, my holy grail, which I never thought would be my holy grail because everybody said that it's like so drying, and like I was like, oh, like I have dry to combination skin, more towards the dry side, so I was really scared because I was like, I definitely don't want something drying, I want something moisturizing. So I was really scared to try this, but I still wanted to try it just because it was a really good price for 3 ounces. Like I definitely wanted to try it. So that's the Australian Gold Botanical Sunscreen Tinted Face Sunscreen 50 SPF 50, and it's the BB cream for medium to tan skin tones. There's also a fair to light and then rich to deep. So I really like that they have like 3 shades for all different types of skin tones. It is 4% titanium dioxide and 4% zinc oxide, which I feel like it's a very low concentration compared to the rest of the sunscreens, and it says it's SPF 50, but they also have sunscreens that are SPF 30, and I don't know how much the concentration for those are, but I'm just kind of believing it. I don't think it should be an issue. It does feel, when I use it, it feels like it's like sucking up all the moisture on my skin and just kind of sitting there. But I usually wear like a bunch of like moisturizer and then facial oils, and then I put this on so I can like prep my skin for like how drying this could be. But then in this video, like I washed my face like 5 times and then I used this on my bare skin and it worked completely fine on its own too. When I put my makeup on, it wore really well too. After 20 minutes, I could see that I looked like slightly bit darker and more maybe orange, but next time I guess I can just try the fair to light one. I feel like that's not exactly my shade, but maybe I'll prefer that so that I don't look as orange. I don't know, I'll try it. This was definitely my holy grail because of how it just wears under makeup. Like it just doesn't emphasize my lines under my eyes. Obviously it does emphasize them more than if I wasn't wearing this sunscreen. Yeah, I hate that it's matte, but at the end of the day, this is the only one that just worked that well under makeup. No matter how much I prep my skin, like how much moisturizer I put, and then I like coat my face in my Elta Feels facial oil, which is supposed to be like super hydrating, and then I like put this on and it still completely just mattifies my face. So yes, this is super matte. If you want something that's more dewy, I don't really have a suggestion for that. I guess you could just use this Black Girl sunscreen because this definitely had like a more dewy finish than this one. This one just works so much better under makeup. I guess it's the matte finish or something. It also has I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, kakadu plum fruit extract, which is helpful for fighting acne. It has anti-inflammatory properties, it soothes the skin, and it prevents any skin infections. It's also rich in vitamin C, which is really good. It also has eucalyptus leaf extract, so it's not completely fragrance free, but it doesn't bother me because it also has antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and antifungal properties. And yes, it's a fragrance, but It's not exactly something that was bothering or irritating my skin. I might not have as sensitive skin as some people. I know people who have sensitive skin and try this and say it doesn't really bother them. So I don't think it's something that you should just not use just because of that one ingredient, especially because it works so well under makeup. It does say that it is lightweight, matte finish, antioxidant rich, and it's vegan. So that's it for all the sunscreens that I have. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe and like and comment and share, and I'll see you guys next time. Creme broad spectrum and green tea extract prevents against UVA. Which help means you won't have to worry about I can't read. Okay, hold on. So they have like a normal version of this, I guess, which is just like a tinted version of this that's pretty that doesn't have like any glow aspect to it. I don't really know how to explain it. I don't even know.